using the best bulls on the planet. Everyone's different, but we feel like these are some of the best genetics out there. We look at the EPDs on the dam side, the cow, and the EPDs on the sire, and we try to find holes. Like say if the cow's really low on, say, yearling weight or weaning weight, we try to fill that hole in with a bull, with the sire. And we also look at the cow phenotype and see maybe she needs a little more depth of rib or maybe a little longer extension when she travels. And so most of these bulls we have seen, and so we know the phenotype they can bring to the table.
A cow or heifer is only in heat for 18 hours. And so we, instead of bringing the cow in individually at when she's ready to be bred, we want to do 100 of them. Then we use technology by making them all come in at the same time. Do you want to go ahead, catch her? I'll just show you guys how. And so like in all life, lube is your friend, and this is some antibiotic lube, so we don't do any, but we make sure everything's real clean when we go back there.
Just open the gate, Charlie.
Come on, big girl. One more time, and we'll leave you alone. Okay, Becky, hold her tail. So if you guys can see, and then so this is the deal that they're going to want, and they're going to try to outlaw on us. And I just make sure she's clean, and then I gently put it in her uterus, and most of the time they stay in better. But I'm a little bit out of practice. But anyway, that'll stay in her for 10 days.
Well, 7 days.
7 days, right like that.
Okay, pull it out.
Okay, so she's had her CIDR for
7 days.
7 days, and now she's ready to breed. Okay,
Yep.
go for it.
Okay, so now she's ready. We're gonna come over here,
All of our semen stored in liquid nitrogen.
Thank you.
and this will defrost the semen. So right now the sperm cells are frozen, and we're gonna bring them back to life. So this is the bath. We'll put it in for 45 seconds, and like the thing about AIing is the easiest part is putting the semen in the cow. Everything else is the hard part to get them to become pregnant. And so everything here is very sensitive. So we even have another thermometer to make sure that there's no fluctuation in the water temperature. Because any fluctuation, high or low, can kill semen. So we're gonna come over here, we're gonna get our tweezers. And then we're gonna just double check. Yep, so this is the bull. Oh, I meant to use the tweezers, but that's okay. So we're gonna drop it in there for 45 seconds.
How's 45 seconds the magic number?
Just over time, that's what some guys do a minute, some guys do 30 seconds, but kind of the industry standard is around that. But it's better to have it in here in the warmer than outside, because this is controlled. So we're not gonna breed this one, but I'll show you what it would look like inside of her. Okay, so it's been 45 seconds. We're gonna use our tweezers. We're going to take it out, double check our sire. So we can see here, this bull's, his name is WXW Timberline Y377. That's his registration number, and that's his cane number. So that tells you what stud he was jumped at in that individual animal, and it tells you the date of it was produced. So we got that dry.
So it's actually that bull.
And then we're gonna cut the tip off of it off here. And then we're gonna take our sheath. It's gonna pop in there. And then we're gonna take our AI gun. And normally we would never wanna do this in the daylight or in the sun because the UVs will be it's killing the semen right now.
What's the best time of day?
Well, we have a little tent that we make it all, or a camper, to get out of the elements. And then not all people use these, but these are oversheaths. And so what this does is it protects the tip from getting any urine or anything on the tip. So when the semen is out, it wouldn't kill it. So right before I get to the cervix, I would pop this. It's a little hot. Pop that, and then once I get to the right before the uterine split, that's our target zone, and you just slowly, you can watch it just come out. So that's the semen there. So that's what will happen. But I'll show you. I'll go ahead and show you how quick it typically is to breed one. When they're in heat, it's a lot easier because they're dilated. So we put that in my shirt. And lube's always your friend. Hold its tail, please. So we're gonna enter in the anus. We're gonna clean this here. And then we're entering up so we don't go into the uterus or the urine tract. And I'm grabbing the cervix right now. And I'm just manipulating very easy on it. And then once I get through it, it'll be the Y at the uterine horn. And then I just got there, I'm double checking it. And then this is when I deposit it. And that's all it is. And then out she would go.
Just another day at the office here in Hudson, Colorado, and this is the way you start a road trip 2021 right here with our new friends, and this is cool, Walter Angus Ranch, as we just...
Well, hold on, look at this.
What
I
do we got
just
here?
bred that cow, and she turned around and is coming right back to us. Like she's in no pain, no discomfort. I think that's very important for people to see.
That's really what we want you to understand. Chef Justin Brunson, come on over here with us. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Ty.
Hey, Ty, you almost got me.
I'm Ty.
Hey, Ty, I'm Greg. This is Chef Justin Brunson, the
very nice to
butcher
meet
as well.
you.
Come on in here, sir. Everybody introduce yourself. This is Ty right here. Your name, sir?
Terry.
Hey, Terry. Good to see you as well. Who else do we have with us?
Trevor.
Anybody else? Trevor.
Those are the best guys here. Those are the guys that keep the place running.
All right, so this is just a pleasure. What a way to start a road trip. And we love to travel the state and see our ranchers here in Colorado. It's great because Colorado's such a different state as far as how the terrain is and how different ranching is and high altitude and a little lower altitude in the plains. But here we are at Walter Angus Ranch. Who wants to give the 30-second summary of where we're at and what the operation is before we get started here real quick?
Well, we're just northeast of Denver, probably 45 minutes, right pretty close to 76. And our main business is running or raising registered seed stock. So we're creating bulls for other people to breed their cows, and so they can produce very nutritious and tasty beef.
Here's what's really cool. You guys have really, it's just taken us to school on the efficacy of the husbandry of raising your livestock and your animals. And there, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 things. How many things did you show us today? And why did you feel they were important that other people were able to see, Terry?
Well, one thing that everyone needs to know is that we're just a family, and most of cattle ranches are families.
Sure.
And or they sure originated that way, and we just take as best care of our cattle as we can, and it's in our heart that we do that, not just for profitability.
I'll tell you what, your property's impressive and just surrounded by the best of the best, and that's where Chef Justin Brunson. Chef, this is pretty impressive property here, right?
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Where do you begin when you're looking around for animals, huh?
No, it was really cool to come out here and see this family operation out here today, for sure, and just learn so much about the whole AI process. And it's just like these all these new laws that we're trying to pass here in the state of Colorado is really going to hurt Colorado agriculture, families like these, and then we'll directly see all that in the grocery stores and at the restaurants. And I mean, this is a small family farm like this is what it's all about. This is what America was built on. So it was just cool to come out here and see your guys' operation today.
Well, it's good having you.
Yeah.
And appreciate you guys trying to tell our side.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
We have nothing to hide, and these cows are like family to us.
Well, there really is no side. I mean, you guys, the ranching has been generation and generation. How long for you? How many generations in your family?
Well, my boys are 5th, and I've got grandkids coming up. But we're just trying to make food for people to eat. And then our idea here is to make the most tasty, tender beef you can get. And so just know that it irritates me if someone spends their good money on a steak and it's tough. That hurts me too, and that isn't what we're after here. We're after top quality.
When did you figure it out? Has it been this way since the beginning, or is it?
No, it was
labor of love.
No, it was a deal wherein when I 20, 30 years ago, it was weight across the scale. As much steer or beef that you could make in the short amount of time, and then we've evolved into quality and tenderness. And it isn't.
Well, because that's what the market is asking for on our side, because there's premiums for a quality carcass.
Yeah. More and more, and that's why we do what we do at the Modern Eaters. We believe that people should be more connected with their food. It's not born in a package on King Soopers or Whole Foods shelf. This is where it comes from. And the margins, just food in general. I understand people have to eat, but cheaper. How do we make people pay attention to their food and actually understand that that's a commodity? You have to pay money for good food. Where does that begin? How do you do that?
I think, I'm still a believer in a free market. But one thing I would say.
But how do you get the consumer to understand that you're paying a premium for better product?
Well, one thing I'll tell you is if we bred a cow today, it'll be 3 years before we eat that offspring or eat her product. And so the backlog on genetic turnover is so long that we're looking, that far into the future.
Wow.
But also
especially when you raise bulls too. We're like
But also know we're integrating the best technology available to us, and we're DNAing our seed stock to get rid of the chance of a lower quality carcass.
Man, looking out for us.
But I think to answer your question
Yes.
is has somebody come back for a quality product is giving them initial positive eating experiences.
Exactly.
To where if they come and get, a tough steak, overcooked, no flavor to it, they're not going to want to come back
Or spend more money.
and spend money when they could go get, say, a chicken breast
Right.
for much cheaper than the higher quality steak.
And you sell all these cattle to a packer, right?
Yes.
And the packer doesn't, I watch the daily beef prices go all over. You guys get paid the same every day for those cattle for the most part. Like, just because the beef price is up at the USDA average,
Right.
the farmer's still getting paid the same thing, but the packing house is making a lot more
Yes,
money, right?
and that's what I was going to say.
That's how
is
that works, right?
Just so everyone at home, when you think that beef keeps going up or food costs keep rising, 90% of us farmers and ranchers never see.
The farmers aren't
that
getting that
price.
money. Those large four packing companies
Yes.
in the United States are the ones making the
Yeah.
billions of dollars, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right now actually fat cattle are losing or barely breaking even.
Even.
And this is the highest beef has ever been.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we're melting here on a hot June day in Colorado, and I said just another day at the office, this is another day at the office. Go through what an average day is for you guys.
Well, we're really diversified.
Yeah.
We do farm too.
Sure.
And so every day, and you can ask our guys, is a little different. So we just go in seasons. Like right now, we're trying to haul our cattle to the mountains to the summer pasture. But every day is different. So we have breeding season, calving season, our summer pastures where we're checking their health, making sure everything's doing
And then
fine.
harvesting feed for them to eat in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Well, and it's 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Just because we want to take the day off doesn't mean the cattle can't.
Oh, they
eat.
don't want to?
And
Oh, man.
so it's year round.
Plus,
And
during calving too, we don't have a sign that says no calving
No
after
calves.
5.
Yeah.
We calve 24 hours a day, and so
So
somebody's got to be out watching cattle
Yeah, that's a
all
good thing.
day and night.
So as you guys were so gracious to invite us on your property, and we're very grateful to see the things that you're showing us. What's the most important messages? You obviously had some things that you were like, we want to show you really what this is all about, because obviously there's an effort to show that it's different, which amazes me. But how do you kind of quantify what you're doing, what you wanted to show, and then give that end message?
Well, we're like I just mentioned, we're using newest technology, and in our farming and cattle operation, and our society embraces that all the time, but for some reason they don't enjoy agriculture doing that. But also know that we care for our cattle in a big way, and we would never do anything to harm them or hurt them.
As you illustrated here today.
Yes.
Man, it's a pleasure. I think we're going to eat some lunch here. What's on the menu? Does anybody know?
I think some Walter Angus.
I'm pretty
beef.
sure I'm going to cook some of these cows out here right now.
As well we should. Yeah, we're going to do that. Thanks for your time here today. We're going to go over. We're going to talk around the grill, grill up some burgers. This is what I think we're going to do. But again, what a great way to start our road trip 2021. 21 days on the road, and we'll travel 1,600 miles, a circle in state. So as you see us travel and see farms and ranches across the great state of Colorado, you'll see all kinds of different terrain, all kinds of different livestock raising methods. And one thing that you will see in common is they're in this for the love of it. They're not doing this because they're making trillions of dollars, that's for sure. But the love of just actually being, what got you into it? Was it a family thing?
Well, I grew up with cattle, but there's still romantic thing to me, seeing a calf born and then seeing it with its mother out grazing in a meadow. you know, and that is what. So that's what we're always looking
Yeah.
for. And then here in Colorado, on a tough day, you can always look over there to the west and see the mountains and know you got cows up there enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
So
usually you play it.
anyway, we give our cows a pretty darn good life here.
But the only thing we have not mentioned is
Uh-huh.
that God has done. I mean, without God, none of this is possible.
Right.
It's wonderful.
And that's how
It's
God
truly.
God set all this up. It isn't. We're just caretakers of how He built the cow and how it eats forages and converts that fiber into
Well, wait
an
a sec-
awesome, a wonderful tasting food product that's nutritious for you.
I just got a little message from God. He said a couple of these can come home with me. What do you think? Thank you, God. I love you. All right, thanks, sis. We're going to wrap this up. We appreciate being here. We're going to go have some lunch, and then we're going to mosey on down the road. 21 days. You stay tuned. TheModernEater.com, our whole tour schedule. And from Walter Angus Ranch in Hudson, Colorado, they also have a property in Granby as well. Learn more about their story by going to what website?
WalterAngus.com.
Boom. That's it. Okay.
And come buy a bull.
And come buy a bull.
Yeah.
We'll see you down the road. The Modern Eater Show continues.